Hey, it's Ron. I'm gonna use this Intellicom Watch Faces app here. Show you a couple of different things. This right here is just the default. The three lines up here in the top left-hand corner is where you can save your watch face, if the one you create as soon as you get it how you want it, or you can load. Like these are some of the different ones I've done. Got the GG2 at the bottom. That's my standard one. Then just created a Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween one. Then you got over here your templates. These are just a bunch of different standard ones, pre-made ones. So yeah, let's get into it real quick. We got the background and logos. You do different backgrounds you can choose from. Kind of like a leathery look, wooden boards, camo. This is called Ghost. That's what I have on mine. This is the Nexus. That's the Nexus square, I believe. Little rings. This one here's not too bad. Let's do that one there. Hit OK. See how it changes automatically and automatically updates to your watch as you're doing all this. See the background effect. You can have. Didn't really do much. Custom overlay. I always do no overlay. You can put your own, well, they've got their logo in there, or you can take the logo out, or they've got a few. Or you can actually choose your custom logo and choose a picture that you have saved already or that you've created. But like I said, I always do no logo. As you see, it gets rid of the Intellicom that was up there at the top. That's pretty much it for the logos and backgrounds. I mean, you can fool around with it and get pretty decent complex watch faces, which also will use more battery, but hell, why not? This is pretty cool too. You can choose which numbers to show. I normally just do the standard ones like that. Just 12, 6, 3, and 9. I mean, the other ones, the dots are still there. And they have different fonts. You got your Roman, Aviator, Army. It's kind of like a digitalized type 1950s. Paint, a little bit different. Let's do the paint one. You can also change large, which doesn't really do much. They got the alignment, so this is basically, I'm not really sure what rotated is, but round is if you have a round face smartwatch, or a square. Like I have the ZenWatch 2, so I'll choose the square. And then you have your, let's scroll here. Damn it. Alright, that's on square. And then you got your number placements. So you want them on the edge. Basically just moves it like inward and see how far they are in. Always put them on the edge. It makes it a lot easier. And your colors. You have a big color wheel here. Not really much going on there, huh? Boom. Orangish colors. You get the 3D popped effect. Just adds a little white lines to it. That's all it does. Nothing special. Just some fancy pink ones. And moving on real quick, we got the markers. Let's see, medium. Let's see, minute marker, small. Basically, like I said, it's all the around the edges there. And we go to square. It puts them on the edges if you have a square watch like I do, or you can do round for the round circles. Let's do that. Minute markers, none. Let's see, placement, inwards 1 if you want. And I'll go ahead and put those on there, small. The color on those, let's make those fancy colors. It's going to be a girly watch, I guess. Yeah, let's do the 3D effect on them. Alright, you got the clock hands now. This is, like I said, they've got a lot of preset clocks. If you download, they've a bunch of different websites. You can go through Google and find them. You can go to custom hands down there. But I think I'll just stick with the defaults. They look fine enough. I like the white ones because whenever the screen is in like the sleep off mode, you can still see the white hands on the back, the black background, which makes it really nice. Let's see. Second hand, I always take that off because I normally have a little widget with the seconds on it. Let's see. And I'm going to leave those white. Widgets. See the top widget. Even though it says top, you can move it wherever you want afterwards. So you want a widget, say, let's see, day of the week. And it puts it up there at the top. Well, right over here, you got your little 4 arrows right there. And that allows you to move left and right, change the size. And then over here on the right side, you got up and down. And I normally put that right there, shrink it down some. And this one, let's move that up. Over, because I'm gonna get rid of that one anyway. A lot of these you won't get until you get the premium version. Let's see. Yeah, nothing really else there. Do you want to get the... No. What's that? Damn it. Sorry, guys. There it is. Seconds. That's the other thing I usually have right there. And I'll move it right there. You can also tap the screen where you want the thing if you don't want to mess with the bars. I don't want to put that there. A little bigger. Hit OK. And next. Let's see. It's really about all of those. I just hit no widget. No widget. Unless you want one of those type of watch batteries. I like to do my own percentages. So, like I said, you've got those. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 widgets. Let's see. Simple line. That's just basically changing the widget's hand type. Got the arrow. Let's do that. Heavy black. Shit, it didn't really matter. So black background. Alright. Like I said, unless you want some of those box type widgets or, you know, like the circle ones that are already on the screen, I would skip the widgets area and actually go down to digital watch. this is where you can add a lot of the things. You just hit the plus button there, and there's a big selection. Say you're gonna do the 12-hour time. You hit OK. So you get it right there. And now you have a selection or the move. You can move it wherever you'd like. Let's make it a little smaller. You can rotate it. Then you get size. Say I want to rotate it. I want to put it there in the corner. Okay. Get your grayscale all the way over. Okay, now it's down at the bottom. It's currently, a little bit after midnight. Yeah, like I said, you've got your colors, movement, trash bin. Obviously, it deletes it off. And there's not really a limit to how many of the digital watch pieces you can add. As far as behavior, this is kind of nice. You can do time only. Let's see. Time marks. If you tap the screen, your watch face, it actually goes into ambient mode. So that's what it looks like whenever your watch goes to sleep. So what I do is I take and do time only. That way, it just shows the digital clock and the analog arms. As far as you can do notifications as well. Do large card. I just keep it on small. Vibrate hourly. I don't do that. Vibrate on disconnect. I leave mine off. Let's see. It's really about it as far as that goes. Up here at the top right hand side, they got the three little dots. You can actually select your watch type. You can also resync the face of the watch, like if it's not been synced for a while. You can also, if you have weather, you can resync the weather. That little clock symbol at the top, that does the same thing as you tapping the watch face there on the screen. It does the same thing. If you go back up to the left hand top corner, hit those three lines, you can actually go to the you can share your creation with the gallery so other people can download it if they like it. You can also upload the gallery really. If you go to the watch gallery, you can actually look at a bunch of different ones that people have already pre-done, and you can just select it. I have a round watch or a square watch. I just unchecked around, and just kind of browse other people, what they have. Here's a retro comic. You've got 50. You've only got 50% remaining. This is the time, date, etc. A pretty basic watch here. Just got the battery, a little circle around the edge. Kind of is the seconds, I'm assuming. An old style clock. Kind of like that. Some of them get, kind of fancy. But yeah, that's a look at this. Let me load this is my constant look. I've got down here at the bottom, I've got the watch battery with the W is, it's not 40% right now, it's just pulling off my phone. My phone's at 40%, my watch is at 61% right now. But yeah, I just have a P so I know which one's which. The left hand bottom corner, I've got the time digital with the AM PM, which like I said, you can just add extra. I'll go through real quick. So like I said, there's my widgets. I've got seconds, day, and that's it. If I go to my digital watch, you can see the different ones. Got 12-hour time, phone battery, text, which is the P, watch battery, text, which is the W, temperature, which is the top right hand corner, is 28 degrees right now. Or that can't be right. Yeah, it is. Okay. That's in Fahrenheit. That's hence the F there. Top left, we've got month, which is January. Underneath that, day of the month, 22nd. And then I've got element AM, PM, which is down by the digital clock there. And you can see I've got the little tick marks all the way around. That's what mine looks like whenever it's in ambient mode, whenever I'm not, don't have the watch activated, which is nice, like I said, because I can still, that white shows up really well in the back, the black background. And my behavior on my watch, like I said, this is what I have it set as. And yeah, that's pretty much about it. I've got a little logo up at the top here. I don't know if, oops, going into all kinds of stuff here. Yeah, that RB underneath the 12 there. It's something I made a long time ago on a Marlboro website that I just created an account and just decided to keep that logo. It looked pretty cool. Yeah, I think this one is actually shared on the gallery. So check it out. Hopefully this hadn't been super long. I think it has. It's been a while. Anyways, have a good one, guys.